against. One did go down in the Aleutians when the Japanese were working on the southern tip of that island chain.
It was a plane that until now had been known in name only. It was called the Zero.
The Zero pilot actually was a new officer, very inexperienced. When he tried to land, he flipped the plane over on its back and broke his neck. So you had a nice, shiny new Zero, relatively undamaged with a dead pilot, and the Allies knew where that plane was.
In an unbelievable stroke of luck, TAI was back in business. The aircraft was quickly recovered, rigorously examined, and put into flying condition. It made its first flight in Allied hands in the fall of 1942.
The discovery of the Zero in the Aleutians allowed technical air intelligence to reveal its secrets in combat. It showed the weaknesses of the Zero. In particular, the Zero lacked self-sealing fuel tanks, so if you could hit it, you could blow it apart.
This information allowed those forces to develop the appropriate tactics to use against the Japanese aircraft, allowing the Allied aircraft to use their best attributes and preventing the Japanese being able to employ the best attributes of their aircraft.
For the first time, TAI had a clear idea of the extent of Japanese technology. For the first time, TAI had a clear idea of the extent of Japanese technology. Data from the TAI units now began to help Allied plane makers design planes to outfight the Zero. The direct result was the Grumman Hellcat. The Hellcat would be credited with downing no fewer than 4,947 of the 6,477 enemy planes destroyed by U.S. carrier pilots. But by 1944, TAI had a major new headache. Reconnaissance flights over Germany began to reveal strange burn marks on the runways, a sign that jet and rocket planes were being developed that could outpace and easily down Allied fighters. For Allied command, the discovery was disturbing. Did Japan now possess jet fighter technology? U.S. reconnaissance planes were dispatched to prowl the Japanese mainland to try to find out. The result would reveal one of the greatest near misses of the war. Just 2 years after discovering Japanese aircraft technology was much more advanced than originally thought, technical air intelligence would soon face another, even more disturbing revelation. Unbeknownst to them, the Japanese had already started work developing their own jet technology. Just 2 years after discovering Japanese aircraft technology was much more advanced than originally thought, technical air intelligence would soon face another, even more disturbing revelation. Unbeknownst to them, the Japanese had already started work developing their own jet technology.
It wasn't until World War II ended in Japan that the Allies knew that Japan was really ready to put a jet fighter into the air. This came as a great surprise.
The world's first jet fighter aircraft, the German Heinkel 280, flew in 1941, just a few months before Pearl Harbor. But it was the Japanese who were most enthusiastic about the new jet technology. For the Japanese, jet fighters were the key to defending the home islands against the big new American bomber, the B-29. But Japan needed help, and in 1944 she got it, from Nazi Germany.
Germany was very influential for Japan as to the technology and the direction to go with jet-powered aircraft. Naturally, there would be Japanese figures in Germany working with the government, and in 1944, they made an agreement that Germany would share their technology with Japan. And among those, they found out that Germany had developed jet aircraft. namely the Messerschmitt 262.